Hello, everybody. This is Freakin' Rican from Freakin' Rican News Network, and I'd like to give a little bit of an update and the background of this police officer that I'm sure a lot of people have seen it on social media or YouTube about this officer that was just completely up in this teenager's face and just threatened him with a lot of physical threats. Um, but somehow he's had problems in the past, domestic problems in the past, and somehow got his job back. Here's a little bit of the story, a little bit of his background.
Profanity-laced tirade that has gone viral on social media was fired a year ago, we're finding out, after an arrest for domestic violence. How did he get his job back? That's the question we're posing to the department now. Gary Thomas was arrested for domestic violence against his wife. Charges were dismissed after he completed a pretrial diversion program that included anger management counseling. He then reached a settlement with the city and was reinstated after a 90-day suspension. His now estranged wife agreed to both settlements. Now Thomas is suspended again after this cell phone video that shows Thomas screaming at a young man who was the subject of a loud music complaint. It does not show what happened before Thomas started screaming, though.
Even though, as a chief of police, I bear some responsibility, some burden for all the officers under my command, I do not control their decision making.
Police Chief Alan Crump has ordered an internal investigation of the incident, saying Thomas was, quote, not in line with departmental practices.
So that's a little bit of his background. I can understand a little bit of what the chief is talking about, how he takes responsibility, but he doesn't take responsibility for the decision making. But who's going to take responsibility for the decision to let this guy back on a job? He had to know this guy's background since he was the chief, or since he is the chief. And if you can look that video up on YouTube or anywhere, he really threatened this kid. I'm talking about to the point where him and another officer grabbed him up, threw him off the porch, and the kid just ran. After all that he was getting threatened with, when he was running, he probably thought he was gonna get shot in the back. And that's sad that it comes to having to get up in his face and threaten him the way he threatened him because of a music complaint. A music complaint. And and if you see that video, you can only imagine what his wife was going through behind closed doors. I honestly hold the other officer accountable too, because he did not once try to de-escalate. He did not once try to hold him back. He literally helped him grab him up and throw him off the porch. So if somebody wasn't recording the incident, then there's no telling what would have happened to that kid. That cop is completely unstable. If you can find that video, watch it. I'm not going to have it on this era in this video because there's so much profanity in it. If I find a copy of it where it's just bleeped out, then I'll put it on my channel, but just check it out and you'll see. And now that you know a little bit about his background, it's just amazing that he was able to get back on the job. And by the way he was treating that kid, I am sure that that's not the first time that he's been up in somebody's face like that. But all right, guys, this is Freaking Rican, and I'll talk to you guys later. Peace.